welcome to another episode of Out of the Fog. I'm your host, Lydia Loveless. Tonight we're talking all things festive. So if you're looking for a show or a production to see for the holidays, or if you're looking for a new thing to cater to your festive events, stay tuned. We'll be right back after the short break. And welcome back. Today I have with me a very special guest with me. It is Gord Billard, the president of Theatre CBS. Gord, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me. It was nice to receive the invitation. Thanks for the invite.
Well, we're glad to have you. So Gord, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into the theatre industry.
Well, I'm a retired teacher, and I taught for 10 years in St. John's in French immersion, and also ran a drama club at all of the schools that I was in. And then I moved to Nunavut and became a full-time theater arts teacher there. But before I went up there, I dabbled with mostly Beothic Street Players and a youth theater group here in St. John's that was called Bill's Bad Dance Production Company. And I did a little bit of work with Mun Drama and Theatre Newfoundland and Labrador before I moved up north. And when I moved up north, I got away from the acting and producing and directing roles myself, and didn't get back into it until I retired and came back here in 2021. And but I've been doing theater all my life, really. I remember being in a glee club in elementary school and experiencing that feeling of being on the stage and performing at a very early age. And I remember when I was a little older, junior high age probably, there was a traveling theater workshop that came through Conception Bay South. There were a couple of people from the university. Rob Pitt was one guy's name, and he ran this workshop in our community for anybody who wanted to come in and read scripts, do puppet plays, puppet shows, and that sort of thing. And then when I got to high school, Alistair Rice was my English teacher and also the head of the drama club, and he really sparked my real interest in theater and got me going on it. And that's why I decided when I got teaching that I was definitely going to have drama clubs in my school. So it's been a great ride ever since.
That's amazing. And you know, where I'm from a very small area, so we didn't have those drama clubs. So how important is it that, you know, having drama clubs in schools for kids these days?
I think it's really important, obviously. But I believe that the biggest advantage I've seen in it is giving young people the chance to nurture their confidence and their comfort level when speaking to a group of people. And I think that's really important, especially at the junior high level where kids are so self-aware and self-conscious of their appearance, that whole business of being concerned about how you look to the opposite sex and to everybody else at that age. So it's a very challenging time for young people, and I think that drama clubs and theater arts in general provide a great opportunity for children to put their toe in the water, sort of thing, and
even to build self-confidence.
Exactly, to build self-confidence and have that level of comfort speaking in front of a large group of people, which is a skill that we all need to develop at some point in our lives, I think.
That's so true. And of course, now you are the president of Theatre CBS. So how long have you been in that role?
The last couple of years. Theatre CBS was born in 2021, and that was the same year that I retired. Talk of a theater company in CBS began long before that with a very good friend of mine, Dr. Vicky Greenslade, who also heads up, is the founder and heads up CBS Harps. So Vicky and I have been friends for our whole lives, and every summer and Christmas when I would come home from the north, I'd go down and visit Vicky, and we would talk about starting up a theater company. It was Vicky's idea. She said, "You should come home now, and we'll get a theater company on the go." And so I came home finally in July of 2021. And Vicky called me up within a couple of weeks and said, "All right, let's have that discussion now." And she had already gathered together Jackie Cook and Susan Bonnell, and the four of us formed the first board of Theatre CBS. Wow. And we decided that summer that we were going to do a show that Christmas. We were very excited, enthusiastic, ambitious, and we did indeed pull together a radio play version of It's a Wonderful Life, and that was our inaugural production in 2021, Christmas of 2021.
Wow.
And that's where it all really began, and we've been going full tilt ever since.
I love that. And speaking of that, you have a new production coming this year for this Christmas.
That's right, yes. We are once again looking at, we're in the process of rehearsing for A Christmas Story. Based on the 1983 movie.
One of my favorite Christmas movies.
Apparently it is for a lot of people. Yeah. And I will admit that when the title came up at our board meeting, we were trying to decide which classic we were going to do this year, because the last three Christmases we've tried to do something that had broad appeal, was very popular with the public, and would fill seats, basically. Yeah. So we did It's a Wonderful Life first year, and then A Christmas Carol, and we did Miracle on 34th Street last year. So we thought this would be a good one to bring the crowds in as well. And it's proving to be true. As a matter of fact, I checked our ticket sales this morning, and our show on Friday the 13th is sold out as of today.
Amazing! That's great.
Still lots of tickets left, though. I think there's only 50 or 60 gone for Saturday night, so we still got some places left for Saturday night. And so we're doing another classic, and it looks like we're going to have good houses for it. So we're very excited about that.
That's wonderful. So tell us a little bit about the cast this year and even the production and direction of it.
Yeah, well, it's being directed by Susan Bonnell, who is actually the vice president of the board as well. And Susan and I are working very closely on this one. The last three Christmas shows we've done, I've been the director, and Susan took on the directing responsibilities this time around, and I'm stage manager for her. And we're particularly excited this year because we have more young people involved than ever before. We've got 6 people that are under 20. 5 of them are just pre-teens. 1 is 8 years old. He's playing Randy, Ralphie's little brother in the show. Yes. And the dynamic and the enthusiasm and the mood at rehearsals is completely different from years before. Children, and I've known this for years being a teacher, but children bring another level of fun and enthusiasm and awareness and perspective to a production. And having the young people that we have involved this year at our rehearsals has been a true joy. I mean, I enjoy going to rehearsals anyway, but even more so for this show, because I'm going to get to interact with young people again. It's one of the biggest things I miss from teaching, and one of my biggest regrets about retirement is that I don't have that contact with youth, and that helped keep me young and keep me in touch with all of the music and the trends and the slang and everything else that I miss being a junior high and high school teacher. So I miss that aspect of it, and I'm getting my little bit of a fix now at rehearsals because we have these young people involved, and it's been a real joy, I have to say.
And so how long does it usually take for rehearsals and for planning and executing?
Well, one of the reasons we picked radio shows for Christmas is because they're quicker than regular productions to pull together. There's no memorization of scripts. There's no elaborate sets that you have to worry about. So we can usually pull together a radio play in a couple of months, say. So I think we started the audition process in October, and by the end of October we had a full cast put together, and we began rehearsals right away. And now we're doing 2 and 3 rehearsals a week right up until showtime.
Wow. And so when are the show times this year?
The show times this year are going to be December 13th, Friday the 13th, and Saturday the 14th. And one of the things I'd like to add is that in the past 3 shows that we've done at Christmas, it's been a radio drama format. So we have actors coming out dressed up like they're in the 1940s, and they're coming to work, and they come into the radio studio and do the mic checks and all that sort of thing, and then they launch into a live radio broadcast with the on-air sign and that sort of thing. This year's production is a bit different because the previous 3 shows that we did, we had actual radio play scripts. But the only script available for this show was a full stage script. So Susan has adapted the script to give us almost a hybrid presentation this year. So we do have elements of a radio drama in there with the old-fashioned microphones and a little sound effects, or a Foley table we call it sometimes. But a lot of the sounds will be done digitally this time as well. And also we have a video component. If you're familiar with the story, which I believe you are,
I am.
you know that Ralphie, during the Christmas season in the movie, has a lot of fantasies, and he lives in a world of imagination.
Yes.
And all of these fantasies and imagination sessions that he has, we are going to be doing on video. We've already had several film shoots. So the scene where he claims to his parents, or he dreams about telling his parents that he became blind from soap poisoning. We've got that scene filmed, the scene where he's shooting the desperados and protecting his family out the back window. So all of these fantasy and dream-like sequences and imagination sequences that he has are going to be projected on a screen. And there are some acting elements within the movie, within the play itself. So we got a bit of acting, we've got some radio play stuff going on, we've got some sound effects, we've got video. So it's going to be a very I think major sensory experience when you come to the show. We'll be presenting you I think a really good feast for your eyes and your ears, and certainly your heart.
It sounds like that. And so where can people buy tickets?
At theatercbs.com, you will see the link that will bring you to Ticket Tailor, which is our platform for tickets. And yeah, there's still lots left for Saturday night, but Friday night's gone.
Well, we wish you all the success in the world, and thank you so much, Gord, for coming in today.
Thank you very much, Lori, for having me, and thanks to Rogers for the opportunity to talk about and promote our show. Really appreciate it.
Our pleasure. And we'll be right back after this short break. Welcome back. Today I have a very special guest with me. I have Michelle Macey with the Olive Branch. Michelle, thank you so much for coming to the show.
Thank you for having me here.
It's such a pleasure. And I have to say, I've seen your business all over my social media, and I was just like so excited to get you in because I'm such a fan.
Oh, thank you so much.
So Michelle, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into this business.
Well, I'm actually a teacher.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I'm taking a little bit of a leave to focus on this business. My dad was a businessman in central Newfoundland, and I guess I get my business sense from him, which is nice.
It's in the genes.
It's in the genes, yeah. So I decided to start a charcuterie bar. I've seen the concept of an actual bar where you build your own charcuterie boxes and boards, and you know, from individual size right up through to the larger boxes. And I used to do this for family and friends, you know, for weekend events and things. And my family used to say, you should start a business someday. And I thought that was a crazy idea, but here we are.
And you're doing amazing. So when did you open?
We opened on October 23rd.
Wow,
Yeah.
of this year.
Of this year. So we opened on Topsail Road on October 23rd. This past summer, we were fortunate enough to build a mobile charcuterie bar.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we attended some markets and events over the summer. But of course, with that, we had to rent some commercial kitchen space while we waited for our store and our commercial kitchen to open.
And I gotta say too, the Olive Branch, I love the name of the business. So tell us how you came up with that concept.
Thank you. Well, I'm actually Middle Eastern myself, and I think the olive branch is a symbol of peace and harmony. Kind of comes from the Middle East, I believe, and I think it just represents what we are. We focus on community and about togetherness and family and sharing. So it's really important to represent that in our name, and that's where it kind of came from.
That's actually beautiful.
Thank you.
So, we see a lot of, this types of businesses, especially in the charcuterie and cheese business. So what sets you apart from all others?
Well, I think the fact that you don't have to pre-order, you can pre-order if you like. Our website is very vibrant, and you can customize online. But in our shop, we actually have a full-service charcuterie bar, same as some establishments have where you build your own burrito bowl or build your own sandwich. So we could do the same in store for, right from individual lunchbox sizes to a board for 8 to 10 people on the spot with gourmet cheeses from all over the world. We're able to bring in those, and select Italian meats and things like that. Of course, beautiful fresh fruits and accompaniments. We make our own jams and jellies.
Oh, in-house?
We do, yeah.
Oh, wow.
We make our own jams and jellies in-house. And so I think that's a new concept that hasn't been seen here. In fact, I don't believe there is a charcuterie bar east of Montreal. There's a few from Montreal and west. I've heard about one in Vancouver, one in Toronto, but we're the first in Newfoundland, in Atlantic Canada, so we're very proud of that.
I love that you can go in and kind of just pick your boxes, and it's customizable in that regard too.
Fully customizable. We customize online as well, but the experience of coming into the store and doing it yourself is what sets us apart for sure.
You're a new business, so when did you start this business?
So the Olive Branch itself, the physical store, we opened just over a month ago on October 23rd. I did use a mobile charcuterie cart this past summer. I had it custom built, and we were at some of the markets around the city and the regatta and things like that. Unfortunately, we had to rent commercial kitchen space in order to operate, but I had the vision to open a full-service charcuterie bar with our own commercial kitchen. So now that charcuterie cart can be rented for events, but in-house, it's a really great experience to build your own charcuterie on the spot. Everything's customized, and we keep the best and freshest ingredients we can.
I love that you can just go into the store and just pick everything that you want to make it customizable too. That's that personal touch in a way.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, and so with the new business, I'm sure there are some challenges or hiccups that came up. Did you notice any of those challenges when you came into this industry at first?
Of course, every business has its challenges at first, and we're working through those. I'd like to have a fine oiled machine in the end of the day, so that every customer that comes in has a beautiful experience in building their own custom charcuterie box. But that's going to come, and we're going to accept those challenges as part of the learning experience. This type of industry is vast, but the concept of an actual charcuterie bar is fairly new, and as far as I know, we're the only one in Atlantic Canada. east of Montreal, in fact.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so were there any regulations or, things that you weren't aware of initially?
Of course. Even starting the mobile charcuterie business, it's not a business that can be licensed from home. So, hence we had to rent the commercial kitchen space in order to operate. So it was important for us to be able to, build that commercial kitchen ourselves. And now we're fully operational for not just boxes for yourself and your family, but larger gatherings as well. We can build up to 2.5 feet grazing tables and things like that. Yeah, and all of our options are fully customizable and can transform into beautiful grazing tables, catering for larger events, things like that. Any corporate events that folks would like to take advantage of our wonderful offerings, we're able to customize for all of those things.
And this is such a beautiful and delicate box. So is this a big seller for you?
This is the boutique size. So of course, charcuterie is the strength in threes. It's 3 meats, 3 cheeses. Of course, you can add specialty cheeses. We have those available as well. But the boutique size is a nice size box for 2 to 3 people. Beautiful. Addition to a Friday evening or a date night, and it's customizable with even a specialty cheese if you'd like to add that. Lots of fresh fruit. And for this one for you today, we put some crackers on the side, some Italian crackers there. But this is our most popular offering in our store. It's sort of like a middle of the road box. And we have much larger and of course individual size as well. So, you can even pop in for a lunch and, customize on the spot in a couple of minutes, and you have a beautiful little lunchbox for your, to take back to work.
I know, I love charcuterie boards and cheese boards, and with the holidays coming up, I did notice that you have a new menu. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we have. We just developed our menu and it dropped there on Monday past. We have a beautiful family grazing box. So it's a little bit bigger than this, and half the side is for the adults and half the side is customized for the children.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
so best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds. So we've transformed our signature box, which is the next size up, into a beautiful family box. We also are going to be doing take and bake bries. So brie cheese wheel topped with some, beautiful jams and jellies, nuts, prosciutto if you like, those things. And it's just wrapped in parchment and ready to bake at home in your air fryer oven in under 15 minutes.
And I know, Michelle, you had mentioned how proud of your staff you are. So tell us a little bit about who works for you.
Oh, well, we're very proud to have a small little family at the Olive Branch from all different cultures and backgrounds and traditions. So, we think that that's really important with something like this, to represent, a lot of different cultures, and we get a lot of different perspectives from people all over the world, or from all regions of the world, which, we're very proud of that fact.
Keeping it diverse and keeping diversity in mind is beautiful.
Very diverse community, yeah. We're very proud of that.
So where can people learn more about the Olive Branch and order from you? Well,
of course, you can order in store, as I said. No need to pre-order, but if you'd like to pre-order, you can do that online at our website, theolivebranch.nl.ca, and also on our Instagram, which is a very vibrant following there, and it's at theolivebranch.nl.
And, I wanted to ask you, a little bit lighter note, what's your favorite Christmas tradition and why?
My favorite Christmas tradition is gathering with friends and family and sharing food, and that's probably where this came from, actually. The Olive Branch originated from some of my roots. The name is, in fact, in particular. So, I really think it's important to continue those traditions of gathering with friends and family, and we hope we can bring people together with food.
I have no doubt that people are going to start bringing your business, the Olive Branch, into their own family traditions this Christmas and for many years to come.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show with us today.
Thank you. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Thanks. And we'll be right back after this short break. Charcuterie. Perry, did you know there's no sharks in charcuterie boards? Anyways, thank you to Michelle from the Olive Branch for this beautiful array of cheeses and meats, and you can get yours by going to the Olive Branch, or if you're looking to see a beautiful production, go to the Theatre CBS and see Gord Billard. Until next time, much love. Still no sharks.
Your opinion matters, and we want to hear from you. Get in touch with us using our viewer feedback line, your direct connection to shaping the shows you love. It's easy. Just grab your phone, scan the QR code on your screen, and take our quick survey. Share your thoughts, and let's make your viewing experience even better.
You're watching Rogers TV St. John's.
This program is brought to you by Rogers Xfinity, connecting you to more of what you love. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
We want to hear from you. Provide feedback on this show or find out how you can get involved. Call, email us, or scan the QR code to take our quick survey.
They've reached the summit! Back-to-back Stanley Cup victories.
Greatness.
And a new legacy begins.
Absolutely amazing.
It has happened in Vegas.
It's not a destination.
And lightning has struck twice.
It is a continuous journey that never ends.
These are the moments you dream of. Stanley Cup champions.
We invite you to play What's My Line?
Welcome, Mrs. Baker. Those folks over there need to guess your extraordinary occupation.
Are you an entertainer, Mrs. Baker?
Yes.
Do people come to watch you, perform?
Yes. Do you travel for work? Yes, I do.
Do you ever wear a special type of costume?
Yes.
Is your job, physical?
Yes, indeed.
Are you a member of a team?
Yes.
Are you a professional baseball player?
Yes, I am.
Created during the Second World War, the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League included 68 Canadians. One of its brightest stars was my mother, Saskatchewan's Mary Bonnie Baker, a pioneer for women in sports.
This fall on Rogers TV, we'll be airing your RNC Compassion in Action. It's a glimpse inside the world of Newfoundland and Labrador's Provincial Police Service.